Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy. Joining me momentarily will be my broadcast partner, Mark McLemore, who also serves as the boys' JV and JV2 coach. And they just finished their game over in the West Gym just a couple of moments ago. So he'll need some time with the team, and then he'll be joining us. Johnny McCoy working on the camera tonight. We're at the Cascade Christian Pavilion in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us today. We welcome you to the Lithia Superstore pregame show, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the South Umpqua Lancers against the Cascade Christian Challengers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net and welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer tonight. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And thank you if you already have. All right, Challengers at 8-5 overall, 5-0 in league. Lancers at 4-6 and 2-2 overall. We'll take a quick break, and then Mark and I will be bringing you the pregame following these messages.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at US Cellular.
Visit US Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Central puts our greatness in it!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my gosh, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Of something new sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We are stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion. The pregame show is brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. Use the Peak Rewards app to order crispy, crunchy chicken and sides. Choose your favorite items, set a time, and pick up a great dinner ready to serve on the way home. Moments away from game time, the Lancers looking at breaking a 3-game losing streak. Most recently, they took on Douglas at home, and the Trojans ended up taking an 83-71 decision. Before that, matchups against Phoenix and then Coquille. Challengers riding a 5-game winning streak that goes all the way back to the Les Schwab Invitational when they knocked off 5A runner-up Summit. And then they got the league schedule going back on January 3rd, and since then they've taken on Summit, Brookings Harbor, North Valley, Lakeview, and St. Mary's. and they've won them all. The Challengers coming off that emotional rivalry game against the Crusaders. That game started out close in the first quarter, and then the Challengers, as the game progressed, pulled away. Austin Maurer, for the third time in his high school career, going for 40 points and just having a big night. Derek Farmer good in the assist department with 8 in the ball game. Jaron Frankowiak with 11 with his sharp shooting. And then Peyton Maurer, a big factor early for the Challengers on the offensive glass and picking up hoops around the Challenger basket. And Mark, you join me. I know thus far it's been a good day for the Challenger boys program. 20-point victory. The funny part is of that JV game, I remember coming in, setting up equipment, and it looked like you guys were down about 11 points. And then I come in after grabbing a bite to eat a little bit later by the fourth quarter, and next thing I know, you guys are up 20.
Yeah, it was one of those games where we're not ready to play. Let's just say that. That's the safe way to say it.
All right.
And a little bit of motivation had to be administered at halftime, let's just say. And once the motivation was administered, we seemed to play a lot better in the second half.
Gotcha. And then I just saw the lights come off. Looked like JV2 had a hard-fought ball game there, but if I read the scoreboard right, you guys took that one too.
Yeah, we did, and it was a hard-fought game. It's one of those games that, you really don't want to play in a small court down there because it's Hidden Valley's JV2 team against our JV2, and of course Hidden Valley is one of those teams, a very physical team, and you don't get a lot of extra room to play a physical team on that small court down there. So a little bit of a struggle for us to get going in that game as well. But we did get a lead that we kind of, by the second quarter, kind of held on to for the rest of the game and did finish the job. Thankfully, down the stretch, they tried to pick up their pressure a little bit, and we made free throws and did what we needed to do down the stretch to get another win. So, yeah, both teams won today. I believe the girls won. It looked like they were way ahead when I looked on the scoreboard the last time. So, a chance for the Challengers to sweep, as they did with St. Mary's last Saturday, to sweep all of the games here.
Well, and stop me if you've heard this story before, but Challenger defense once again came up very big. And what was kind of nice now, well, this is a little bit different from Saturday, is Jordan Jones got her scoring touch back in the game. She didn't really take that many opportunities when we saw them Saturday. And then Timna Robertson got it going early on. And then some of the JV players, because the JV girls ended up winning their game 54-10. Then Carson Sousa and Amelia Van Landingen got some minutes and took advantage of that opportunity. Once again, we saw Angelica Arce knocking down shots, providing offense off the Challenger bench. So it just, once again, I think that'll be good for them. They'll be 5-0 in the first time. Figured out that the Challenger girls were 4-0 coming into this game for the first time in 12 years.
Wow. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah. But now they'll have a big test coming up on Friday night when Coquille comes to town, because that girls' team is number 4 in the state. Meanwhile, of course, Challenger boys have South Umpqua to take care of here. And, a lot of the names that you and I recall from football season we'll see out on the basketball court tonight. And, they've had their times of being competitive, and actually at 4-6 and 2-2 in league. Their league victories coming against Glide and Sutherland. You kind of get the feeling, they're rebuilding, but by the same token, they've got, they're able to take the teams that are kind of at the very bottom and at least take away those wins.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of that. And if you look at their scores, too, losing to Coquille by just, 7 points, 8 points. So they were pretty close on that game as well.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll be back to get you ready for the start of the game here on TableRockSports.net.
Adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
It's the wrap up the year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
A sophomore, number 20, Jaden Kay. A freshman, number 23, Trace Esterbrook. And a senior, number 25, Elijah Earls. The Lancers are under the direction of head coach Eric Savage and assistant coach Donnie Hamilton. And now, for your Cascade Christian Challengers! A 6-foot junior guard, number 2, Jared from Columbia. A 6'2" freshman guard, number 4, Derek Avery, Houston. A 6'2" sophomore wing, number 12, Derek Farmer! A 6'4" senior forward, number 13, Peyton Maurer! And a 7-foot senior center, number 34, Austin Maurer!
Well, there you have it, the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Both teams out on the floor, the Challengers in their home whites with purple numerals. And then we've got the Lancers in their road dark uniforms. Jaden Key getting ready to jump it up against Austin Maurer. One of the few times in his life where the 6'5" Key has probably felt short. Challengers control the tip. Frankowiak out of backcourt. High post to Austin Maurer to Houston. Houston drives hard to the hole. It rims off there. Offensive rebound. Austin Maurer, who had 40 on Saturday night, hits for his first bucket of the ball game. Lancers set up their offense. Number 23 is Trace Easterbrook. Stolen away by Avery Houston. He'll lay it up and in. I think he learned his lesson Saturday night. In the right spot, dunk. In the other case, just take the bucket.
Just take the bucket. That's what you got to do.
They'll try to feed it down in the low block to Loudon Cole, who's one of those football players I was referencing earlier. Now over for Elijah Earls, who played quarterback on the football team. And a little spin move and a rejection defensively by the challengers. Peyton Maurer on the break. Avery Houston from downtown. Shot rims off, but there's Austin for 2.
Avery's got two misses, and Austin's put them both back in.
And Avery's like, do those count as assists?
Yeah, exactly.
Estabrook. Broken up. Challengers. Avery Houston. There you go. You can do it there. And he does it with authority to give the challengers an 8-0 lead. Lancer's going to call a timeout. We will do so as well. John L. Scott scoreboard, 8-0 challengers. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, challengers jump out to the early lead. Taking out a backcourt is Cole, guarded by Frankowiak. He'll drive to the hoop, shot off the glass. There's Frankowiak with the rebound. Out on the break he goes. And there's Peyton Austin Maurer with the jam.
6 points for Austin here early. Challenger pressure doing its job.
Austin Maurer averaging just a little under 29 points a game. Meanwhile, making a move and shooting the basketball, rimming off Zane Wilborn there. Wilborn will get another opportunity, gets it off the back rim, and good. Avery Houston, the reverse layup is good.
6 points for Avery, 6 points for Austin, and we have 12 points on the Challenger scoreboard.
Well, that's what you call balance. Lancers nearly have it stolen away by the Challengers. Shooting from the corner, shot short by Trace Estabrook. On the break, Frankowiak gets in the scoring column. Jaron averaging 9.5 points a game for the Challengers. In the corner once again, Estabrook, he gets this one to go. 4-3. 14-5, Challenger lead. Frankowiak, short corner, Austin Maurer. Maurer with 8 quick points in the ball game. Well, that'll do good things for your shooting percentage, which for him already stands at 66%. Meanwhile, Farmer pestering Wilborn defensively, shooting from long range. Shot by Cole off to the right, but Estabrook is there. Cascade Christian going to call a 30-second timeout. We will go ahead and keep it right here. We want to remind you that Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what is going on. So, South Umpqua getting some points early, but the Challengers basically doing the Challenger things, and I got to imagine at this point, Cascade Christian's field goal percentage is insane.
8 for 10. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think you might win a game or two doing that.
80% so far for the Challengers.
If you don't, then you need a severe lesson in defense.
Actually, it's not terrible for South Umpqua. They just have a couple turnovers, but they're 3 for 7.
Not bad at all. Estabrook leading the way for the Lancers. Westlake in the ball game. Feeds it over. Frankowiak from downtown. Nothing but net. Jaron Frankowiak shooting 45% from three-point range on the season.
Yeah, that's not too bad, huh?
Not bad at all. Like I say, I always kind of put the bug in his ear to become the 50-40-90 man. And there's Austin Maurer on the break. Showtime.
Of course, you do shoot a pretty good percentage when you're dunking.
Well, yes, that helps tremendously. Frankowiak with a clever steal, and it'll be Lancer basketball. So you have Westlake in the ball game along with Frankowiak. Desmond Hockett seeing some minutes. Down in the corner with the basketball is Elijah Earls. And then as Wilborn tries to make his move along the baseline, he steps out. It'll be Challenger basketball. 21-7 ball game, 3:05 to go in the first quarter of play. Frankowiak now low post for Austin Maurer. Maurer has 12 already in the ball game. Now we got Houston and Klecker, I think, getting ready to check into the ball game. Earls with the basketball. Kay. Estabrook trying to keep it alive. Winning the foot race is Cole. He'll pick up his dribble. Bounce pass to Kay, the 6'5 center. Shot from downtown. Lassoed by Farmer. Farmer on the break. Austin Maurer. Did he? He's in the scorebook for 2.
You got to love how this team gets the ball down the court in transition and finds the open guy for the easy bucket. That's how you shoot a good percentage right there.
It helps tremendously. Cole with the basketball. Shot bounces out. Austin Maurer up the floor to Frankowiak. He'll glide to the hole, in and out. Now, I kind of remember that back in his freshman days at Brookings Harbor. He was a glide to the hoop kind of guy. 1:46 to go in the quarter. Earls will shoot. Shot off the rim. Farmer, Frankowiak. Farmer shoots. Ball tipped around, and there is Cole. Cole lets the traffic pass him by. 25-7 your score with 1:19 to go in the first. Cole with it. Screen offered up. They'll feed it to Wilborn. Wilborn kicks it out for Earls. Earls making a move. Kicks it out. Cole. He'll shoot. Rainbow jumper. Misses the attempt. And there'll be a foul against South Umpqua.
That one's on Estabrook.
That'll be his first personal foul of the ball game. First team foul for the Lancers. Kellen Klecker checking in. Back in the ball game is Peyton Maurer. Same story with Avery Houston.
South Umpqua going to his zone now. 1-3-1 it looks like.
Kellen Klecker from the corner. He buries it.
You cannot leave Kellen alone in the corner. That's a bad choice if you're the defense. Right there.
His 18th triple of the season. He is the second leading shooter in threes for the Challengers, and now he's right at 40%. Wilborn, his shot in and out. Gets his own rebound as he makes his move to the hoop. And it'll be Cascade Christian basketball.
And the Challengers doing a great job here in the early part of this game, just really reminding the Lancers who they are as with this 28-7 lead. playing good defense and also attacking the rim like Dylan Westlake right
Westlake, and you can see him elevate there, and that's really a part of his game that we don't often get to see, but man, he can grab some sky. Turnover Lancers. Cascade Christian with the inbound. Hockett with it to Peyton Maurer. Klecker shoots from three. He's on fire.
He's got another one.
Possible heat check there. Buzzer. And that will end the first quarter of play. Your score after one. The Challengers 33 and the Lancers 7. Will be right back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Out of Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tenders Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Dang. Start of the second quarter. Lancer inbound. Earls with the basketball. Steal by Austin Maurer. Glides by Earls. He's there with a two-handed stuff. Austin Maurer with 14 in the game and at least, 3 or 4 dunks by my count.
Yeah, at least.
Meanwhile, Cole with it. Shot in and out. Wilborn there. Cole, bounce pass over for Fisher, who's in the ball game. Challengers on the break. And there on the follow is Kellen Klecker, but I think the whistle before that.
No basket, although it was cool. The announcer says. I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Avery Houston goes to the free throw line. He did get pushed in the back, and that was a good call, actually.
Yeah. No question about that. He connects on his first free throw. He's got 7 in the game. Avery averaging almost 15 points a game on 44% from the floor. And I can say it now, a pretty darn good free throw shooter at 73%. He's got 8.
And the Challengers in their 1-3-1, and that's where they're getting a few of these steals and are turning into runouts.
Now in the corner, Earls will shoot. And he buries the triple. His first bucket of the ball game. Klecker, he's got another one. He's in a zone.
He most certainly is.
9 in the game. His average on the year is 6. He used to be the victory cigar, but not anymore. Earls tries to get another one. Won't go. Up the floor. Avery Houston tries a little Euro step. Misses it. Rebound taken by the Lancers. Cole out of backcourt. Going against Klecker. These two remember each other from football season. Klecker, defensive back. Cole is a receiver. Challengers on the break. And there's Houston. Houston with 10 in the ball game. It's 42-10. Estabrook feeding it. Looking there inside for Fisher. Frankowiak checks into the ball game. Klecker will come out. And the Lancers will unbound underneath their own basket. Cole Over for Estabrook. Steal by the Challengers. Derek Farmer, he tried the dunk. He couldn't connect.
Just lay it in, Derek.
Yeah, I don't know that 6'2", I would try a contested dunk. And a traveling call against the Lancers. But if that's your big bugaboo on the night, you're not doing too bad.
I guess that's okay.
Frankowiak going to walk it out of backcourt. Derek Farmer will shoot. His shot a little bit long. There with the rebound on the weak side is Zane Wilborn, the 6'3" junior. Cole picked up by Houston. Down in the corner, Wilborn guarded by Frankowiak. And another turnover there, and the Challengers out on the break, taken away by Cole. Cole up the floor. Estabrook tries to save it. There's Frankowiak. Austin Maurer. And he throws down. I guess Austin decided I need to work on my dunk calls.
Apparently.
Well, still got some season left. I need to come up with more of them.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you would have to, but it's been that kind of season.
Yes, it has been. Desmond Hockett, Dylan Westlake check into the ball game. Avery Houston, who made some noise here in the quarter, he's going to come out along with Peyton Maurer. And a steal by Austin Maurer. He'll go to the hole. Reverse jam. Loudon Cole out of backcourt. Loops the pass. Wilborn will shoot from downtown. Wilborn with 5 in the ball game. Austin Maurer. You know I can shoot these two. Austin Maurer with a 3-pointer. He's got 21 points in the first half.
Just trying to keep up with his 40-point performance from the other night against St. Mary's.
I guess. Oh, mercy. And meanwhile, shot missed by the Lancers. Up the floor to Frankowiak. Hockett with it. He lays it up with the left hand, too. So Hockett showing off a little ambidexterity. We got Frankowiak. And that'll go against Austin Maurer. That'll be his first personal foul. For the Challengers, that'll be their first team foul. This has been a pretty clean ball game so far.
Really has been.
Of course, I think the Lancers are probably thinking, isn't Austin tired yet?
Yeah, can't you take him out?
Yeah, doesn't he need a break?
And Challengers go to man-to-man now.
Cole back out into the ball game is Skylar Youngklaus. Bounce pass, Youngklaus over for Wilborn. Little turnaround jumper against Klecker.
Good defense by Klecker.
In and out, Westlake, and that's one area where he's vastly improved. Austin Maurer from downtown.
And South Umpqua going to call a full timeout.
Oh, man. You know, I'm going to keep it right here, Marcus. Just sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy the fun. And again, I think it's important for anybody watching down along the way. It's not about humiliating anybody else. It's just simply about going out, playing your best. And I tell you, when you see a player with the size and the gifts of Austin Maurer, it's just fun. And he's shown us tonight he's got more moves than Paula Abdul. And,
and when you're getting easy runs because you're running out, getting a lot of turnovers and steals, Challengers are 23 for 30 from the field so far.
Yikes. Well, they've had, at least 3 games, maybe 4 by my count, where they've gone over 60% for the game. And, well, again, when you dunk and you're getting layups in the fast break, that's easy to come up with.
Yeah, layups and dunks are pretty high percentage shots.
Yeah. But then I guess I should mention what I think Klecker's like. What
He's 3 for 3 from downtown.
Maurer,
Austin,
what, 2
for 2 from downtown. And Austin, at least by my count, he hasn't missed a shot yet.
Ay, ay, ay.
He's 11 for 11.
But on the other hand, if you're the Lancers coach, what do you do with a guy like that? About all you can do, maybe pick him out up out on the wing, and if hope he never gets it.
Well, you just don't have the size that you really need to guard him, or the scheme. And I kind of thought a lot more teams this year would go to a zone against him, but they really haven't done that either. I don't know. There's just hasn't been a lot of answers for Austin.
Wilborn with the jumper. Picking up the carom is Hockett. Avery Houston with the flush. Houston, he's already in double figures with 12.
Well, and we used to always say, a high school game that you got 60 points in was a good game. Oh, there's his first miss.
Oh, on a dunk, no less. Well, it happens. Now feed it for Hockett. He's got 4. Hockett, we've been talking about how, he's been working at your level of the program for some time now, and he's making the most of his opportunities.
He certainly is, and he's really improved this year. He's always been a good offensive player, but he's really worked on his defense, and he's gotten a lot better defensively.
And there is Avery Houston on the break. And he tried to get it back for Klecker. Appreciate the unselfishness, but
got to make a better pass.
Yeah. And then jumper long by the Lancers. Austin Maurer to Avery Houston. Back to Austin. Shot rims off, no good. He just has to kind of chuckle at himself a little bit and
go back on defense.
Yep.
With the challengers do a good job of
Dylan Westlake, memories of football season, trying to step in front of that pass for the pick.
And Elijah Earls ends up fouling him.
So there'll be 2 team fouls here in the quarter for the Lancers. For Earls, that'll be his first personal of the ball game. Elijah Earls, 5'10 senior.
And I have the Lancers here in the first half with 15 turnovers, which is a lot for a half.
That'll hurt your cause, no doubt. Kellen Klecker trying to pass out of traffic. Hockett able to run it down. Desmond driving to the hoop. Wasn't sure whether the floor monster bit him or not, but apparently a foul on the play.
He got tripped on the way down the lane.
A little gimpy getting up. And now
Hockett,
Klecker, little conversation there with the coaches.
Hockett will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
First free throw attempt, nothing but net. Hockett with 5 in the ball game.
And the challengers will be, they won't, they're what they're really focused on here in a game like this is what the Lancers are scoring. And if you look at the defense from the challengers, giving up only the 13 points so far here, with a minute to go in the second quarter, they'll be very happy with their defensive effort.
Hockett, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Oh, there's no doubt they've got it dialed up here in the second in particular. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the challengers. Derek Farmer checking back into the ball game. Desmond Hockett will come out.
Nice run for Desmond there.
Yes, indeed.
He's got 6 points in the game.
Cole will inbound. Pass out high. Wilborn with it. Cole will drive, picks up his dribble. Estabrook shakes the defender. Shot off target. Peyton Maurer. And there to lay it up and in. Kellen Klecker, he's got 11 off the challenger bench.
Yeah, I think that's probably a varsity high for him, 11 points,
actually,
as far as I would know.
He got 20 in Rogue River.
Oh, did he?
But, of course, he got a lot of opportunity.
And he picks up a foul right there.
Well, It's kind of like the smoke 'em if you got 'em type of thing. You got 'em to use, might, you know. And like I said, the thing with him is it looks like his defensive effort is picked way up to elevate him off of victory cigar status.
Yes, that's right. And another turnover for South Umpqua.
Frankowiak, Klecker, works it over. Westlake. Westlake's going to drive hard. Little reverse layup, won't go. And that will end the first half of play. And no, the scoreboard is not broken. It really is 61-13 Cascade. We will take a 2-minute break, and then when we return, we'll have the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime show here on TableRockSports.net.
Adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed from fresh bean to cup in no time at all. And now, we're here for your daily dinner adventures. Introducing Crispy Crunchy Chicken online ordering. Mouth-watering Crispy Crunchy Chicken for dinner, made deliciously easy. Just open the app or visit the website. Select a pickup time. Choose from your favorites. And your Crispy Crunchy Chicken will be prepared hot and fresh. Make dinner a breeze at Pinnacle 365.
It's the wrap up the year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. Get any phone free at US Cellular.
Visit US Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Taco puts our greatness in!
That's frozen.
Another day, another Dutch Road.
Oh my god, that is so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Jim McCoy along with Mark McLemore and Johnny McCoy. The halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. And what is there to say? I would say this, and, again, it's always tough to be on the other end of it, but the Challengers have put on a show tonight.
Well, they really have, and they came out and really took care of business in the first quarter, getting up 33-7. And, their goal as a defense is to hold other teams to what they call single-digit quarters. And obviously in that first quarter, only 7 points. In the second quarter, only 6 points for South Umpqua. And then for the Challengers, 33 points in the first quarter and another 28 in the second quarter. So, just fabulous. Anytime you're over 20 points in a quarter in a high school game, you're doing something. And two very 28 and 33 points in the first two quarters. A lot of points for the Challengers, and they did it by really putting that hard-nosed defense into play, and they created 16 turnovers. South Umpqua with 16 turnovers in that first half, and that led to a whole wad of Challenger points, layups, dunks of all kinds, and the Challengers only turned it over 4 times. So 16 turnovers for South Umpqua, just 4 for the Challengers. Challengers shoot in the first half 26 for 36, 72%. That'll win you a lot of ball games right there.
And
Meanwhile, South Umpqua just 5 for 22. And you look at the difference in shots. The Challengers got 36 shots, just 22 for the Lancers, and that's due to all those turnovers the Lancers had, leading to Challenger runouts and a lot of easy buckets for Cascade Christian. Scoring in the first half, Zane Wilborn had 5, Trace Estabrook had 5, and Elijah Earls had 3, and that was the scoring. That's all 13 points for South Umpqua. For the Challengers, Kellen Klecker off the bench with 11, 3 threes and a 2. He hasn't missed a shot yet, at least from what I see. Fran Kowiak had 5, Avery Houston with 12. A nice first half for him. Dylan Westlake off the bench with 4, Desmond Hockett off the bench with 6, and Austin Maurer, of course, leading the way, the big fellow with a bunch of steals and dunks and a couple of threes to go with those for 24 points in that first half. So dominant performance by Cascade Christian as they lead here 61-13 at the half. What do you say? I mean, it was just a great job by them of really forcing the tempo of the game, getting turnovers and runouts, easy buckets on the other end in transition, and that's kind of the way the Challengers like to play, and you could see it on full display here in that first half.
Well, it's like you say, in a game like this, maybe what a fan sees will be something different than what a coach may be looking for. And again, whether you're talking about any team, the cornerstone is going to be the defense. And you're watching how the defense will play and do its job. The turnovers speak for itself in that regard. And then the fact that the Challengers didn't turn the ball over. Recall, It was Saturday night. They had a slew of them in the first half.
They did.
And they cut it down. So to come out, well, you talked a little bit earlier about the JV team kind of maybe coming out looking like they lacked motivation. Good news for the varsity, that was not an issue tonight.
No, whatever they were told coming into this one, I think, and maybe some of that had to do with that last game that the Lancers played against Douglas, where they scored 71 points against Douglas. I'm pretty sure the Challengers probably came out with the attitude that, hey, we're going to play better defense. We're going to shut these guys down, and then in doing so, we're able to really get the turnovers and fast break opportunities to really score a lot of points here in the first half.
Indeed. Well, the Challengers will be in action again on Friday night, and we'll be bringing it to you on Table Rock Sports. The Challengers take on the Red Devils. That's going to be a big game on the girls' side, where you're talking about a team, the Red Devils, that just barely beat the Challengers at their place for a playoff spot last year. Right now, they come in with only one loss on the season, and that came to, Sutherland, So I think this will be a chance. Maybe the Challengers, dare I say, steal a victory by winning on their home floor. It's a goal worth shooting for. And then the Challenger boys will be taking on a Red Devils team that, I don't know that they're quite on the same level as the Challengers, but it'll be a somewhat new look Sutherland team with a new coach and a number of players who are getting opportunities after the players of last year graduated. But we'll have those games at 5:30 and 7. What we'll do right now is we'll go ahead and take a break. Medford Parks and Recreation brings you our halftime report. Excitement is here for the opening of Rogax. The Aquatics and Events Center await you with 2 indoor swimming pools and water slides. The Events Center will host basketball and volleyball leagues and tournaments and other indoor events. Visit playmedford.com or check your activities guide to learn more about the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex. Rogax. We'll be back in 2 minutes and the start of the second half.
My name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Still messing around in the huddles.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and new 24 Grand Cherokee 4x4 models.
Start of the third quarter. Let's get that out of your way. Challengers with the basketball. Peyton Maurer, his first attempt of the night and his first three-point field goal.
His favorite spot, the corner.
Challengers 64-13. Loudon Cole will go to the free throw line. Opportunity here to get things underway for the Lancers in the second half. Foul called
on Frankowiak, his first.
Alex Hees in the ball game. Big number 50. Remember him from football season. Second attempt. That misses. Austin Maurer with the rebound. He'll go ahead and bring it out of backcourt. Peyton Maurer from downtown. Shot off to the right. No good. Avery Houston dumps it off for Farmer, and he scores. Derek Farmer with his first points of the night. So spreading the wealth around. Earls will try it from downtown. Shot short. Houston to Farmer. Back to Houston. He'll drive, but he traveled with the ball.
Got to put the ball down before you pick up that back foot. Just the fifth turnover of the game for the Challengers.
Cole out of backcourt, along with Earls. He's in the game, along with Michael Fisher. Fisher shoots off the back iron. There is Austin Maurer. Farmer moves to his left, goes with the left hand, but he misses it. And we have a travel call against the South Umpqua Lancers.
Loudon Cole.
And so the Challengers will inbound underneath their own basket. Frankowiak. Inbound to Maurer. Pass thrown behind him. A little bit of trouble there. Challenger turnover. Cole with the basketball against Frankowiak. Bounce pass, moving to the hoop. Good backdoor cut there. Couldn't get it to go. Austin Maurer, Frankowiak. He lays it up and in. Frankowiak with 7 on the night. Closing in on his season average. Steal by the Challengers. Avery Houston. And he's there with a two-handed jam. Giving him 14 on the night. That's right at his season average. Pass down in the corner. Earls shooting from downtown and making it Zane Wilborn. Going the other way, Houston, his shot off the glass. Fisher collecting the rebound. Back for Cole. Fisher takes it, right side wing, starts to make a move. Finds Cole on the weak side. Bounce pass, Fisher trying to make a move, work his way around Maurer. And that is no easy task. Houston gliding to the hoop. He scores. He's fouled. He'll go to the line.
You kind of knew Avery was going to have a good game after he kind of struggled a little bit again in that St. Mary's game, and so much better performance for him tonight, looking more like himself.
Frankowiak going to take a seat on the challenger bench, checking in. Dylan Westlake. One would surmise that Kellen Klecker will come in for the shooter, Avery Houston.
Houston with 17 so far in this one.
Cole walks it out of backcourt. Wilborn has been a bright spot for the Lancers with 8 points. Fisher looking for help. Gets it from Earls. Bounce pass broken up by the challengers. Derek Farmer, Dylan Westlake with the left hand. It rims off.
That's one Dylan usually makes, actually.
Yes.
Kind of surprised he missed it.
And then Wilborn.
He's warming up a little bit. That's 2 threes, and that was a deep one.
Temperature rising
in the quarter.
For number 0. And there's the stuff, brother to brother. Austin Maurer just 2 under his season average. Kellen Klecker, maybe a little too much mustard on the fastball. I don't know, maybe with the spin on that, maybe that was more of a split finger job.
Yeah. Wasn't quite weighted correctly for his teammate, that's for sure.
Wilborn going to try it. Gets the feed back from Hees, and there's Fisher. Fisher will try it. Can't get it to go. And ball tipped around underneath the Lancer basket. Houston and Hockett check into the ball game. Going out will be Peyton Maurer and Derek Farmer. Quickly up the floor, Kellen Klecker. He figures if it's in the parking lot, it's in his range.
Yeah, that's right. If he's in the gym.
Yes, be ready for fire. Austin Maurer moves to the hoop, kisses it up the window for 2. He's got 28. Get the feeling we may have seen the last of him fairly soon.
We may have 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Cole's going to shoot. And Avery Houston up the floor to Hockett. Gets a push in the back from Cole.
That was it. I think they're going to try and decide if that was an intentional foul. He really wasn't playing the ball. I feel like it should be called an intentional foul.
Yeah.
It's a two-handed push in the back.
Yeah,
And you don't want that in the game.
No.
That you can hurt somebody doing that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the discussion is about.
So they'll talk this over, and the discussion continues. So they're going to make their way to the scoring table.
Yep, intentional foul on number 1.
That'll be his third of the game. So now an intentional foul at the high school level. Tell us about that, Mark.
Well, you get the ball back, so it'll be 2 shots on the ball, and they'll get the ball underneath. And it's funny because, you know what I'm saying. He was not playing the ball. He was not. He was clearly coming from behind, and that's the way you can really hurt somebody. And so I like the call. I think it's the right call. And so now Desmond gets a couple of shots at the at the free throw line, and then the challengers will get the ball out underneath the hoop.
Hockett, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He came in to tonight's action, 1 for 4 on the season, so he's improving his percentage there. Well, you know what Cole was trying to do. Now, it wasn't an intent to injure anybody, but try to keep him from getting the easy hoop.
Yeah.
But how you do that, that's the tricky part.
You have to play the ball.
Austin Maurer, he's got 30.
Yeah.
2:40 to go in the third. Earls, he'll shoot from long range. It looked promising, but it rolls off. Klecker up for Westlake.
And, the one thing that you kind of wonder, South Umpqua, not getting back on defense. That's one of the basic things you have to do, especially against the challengers.
Yeah.
And they are not getting back on defense, and the challengers continue to run out on them.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I'll bet they make some adjustments to that when these two teams play the next time.
Westlake at the free throw line, connects on the first. Dillon with 5 in the game. Austin Maurer coming out of the game. Peyton Maurer coming in. Had a good interview for our podcast from the Skybox today. Had one of my students, Sadie Page, interview Peyton, and I'm going to have that up for those of you who follow the football podcast on Friday. Second attempt, just a little bit short. I tell you what, Peyton, you can tell he's got a lot of his dad and his grandpa in him. He does a good interview.
He's a super nice kid, too.
Yes, he is. There in the high post is Caden Graff in the ball game. Wilborn, he's hit for a couple of those, but this one's short. He'll get it on the tip out. That one a little bit short. Gets his own rebound. He'll drive. And it rims off. Avery Houston with the rebound. Coles gets back defensively. And the challengers get a little wild and crazy and lose it out of bounds. 1:48 to go in the third. A timeout called. We will go ahead and take one as well. And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Out on the floor.
There's a lot of speed on that team.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we're back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. We're talking a little bit about the Challenger running game, and why wouldn't you? After all, the Challengers, you look at it, these guys off the state championship football game team, Peyton Maurer, Derek Farmer, Dylan Westlake, all those guys can move. One of the most beautiful plays of the season was that touchdown pass 80 yards against Vail from Ashton Moody to Dylan Westlake.
Yes, absolutely.
And we have a whistle-stopping play. Back to basketball. 1:35 to go in the third. That's going to go against Derek Farmer, his first.
As far as fouls go, it's been a pretty clean game by both teams. Not a ton of fouls being called.
No. Well, I think you're getting a little bit of letting the players play to the credit of the officials, but knowing that there's a line and then, you take care of business after that. Moving inside, kind of a baby hook there. And getting it down is Caden Graff, 6'2 junior. With his first bucket of the ball game. Jaron Frankowiak out of backcourt. Westlake Scoots to the hole. Foul before the shot. And it'll be inbounded underneath the challenger basket. Peyton Maurer in the game along with Avery Houston.
The foul's on Graff.
That'll be his first. And the night shift coming in for the challengers, Cade Golday, Brady Klecker, Kellen Klecker coming in, Desmond Hockett, Brady up high to Hockett. Kellen Klecker, that one off the back iron, but there will the offensive rebound. Hockett dishes off. Kellen feeds it, right wing for Goldaid. Hockett going to make a move, kicks it back out. Westlake up top. Klecker with the three. He knocks it down. Kellen Klecker with 14 on the night. Again, his career high 20 against Rogue River. But averaging typically about almost 7 points a game off the challenger bench. But when you're shooting threes and you're making them, they add up quickly. Wilburn, heartbreak there. Kellen Klecker at the buzzer. It's good. When you're hot, you're hot. As Jerry Reed used to sing.
5 threes for Klecker in this one. He's got 17 now.
All right, end of 3. We'll take a timeout and we'll be back with the fourth quarter of play following these messages.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff. Bye, Mom. Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your...
A 3-and-D guy.
A 3-and-D.
87-21 as we start the fourth quarter.
Now they adjusted it.
I wonder if they gave Kellen 2 on that rather than 3. Challengers, they've got Bryson Walker in the ball game. Tan Landers. He's like, Coach, after Legend hit that 3 against St. Mary's, I got to play some now. And if I remember right, I think Tan had a pretty good JV game tonight.
He did. Had a nice JV game.
Bryson Walker, shortest man on the floor, generously listed at 5'4". Walker, quickly up the floor. Hockett, around the horn. Walker will shoot. His shot in and out, no good. So I'll get a chance to watch some of the youngsters log some minutes tonight. With the basketball, around the horn it goes. Bounce pass inside. Wilburn misses the shot. He tries it. Bat it back and forth. Wilburn curls his shot in and out. Goldaid there. Ill outlet for Hockett. Hockett. How much range does Desmond have?
He can make a 3.
Now, do you project him more as a forward or a wing?
He's more of a wing, definitely. Goldaid's more of a forward.
Looks like Cade's done some growing since the days he was a freshman in my broadcasting class. His shot in and out. He fights for the rebound. And it'll be South Umpqua ball. Wilburn thought about a three, gives it for Earls down in the corner. Now with the attempt, off the back iron shooting, Caden Graff. Hockett on the break. Tayan Landers going to try it, and a little fade away is good. For Tayan, I think that is his first bucket of the season at the varsity level.
Very well may be.
Got a few random minutes here and there. Looks like his brother Legend's getting ready to check into the ball game. Goldade out of backcourt. Loops the pass for Walker. And he's looking across the paint for Brady Klecker. And
right idea, just not a good pass.
Legend Landers will check into the ball game. And I say this, you name your kid Legend, you're projecting big things for him. And Legend knocked down a three-pointer against St. Mary's on Saturday night. And young up-and-coming player, his brother Tan, a junior, and most notable for his cross-country running. And then Legend played on the football team in the fall. Fisher trying to make a move there. Ball goes out of bounds. Cascade will get it back. 4:46 left to go in the contest. Let's update the scoreboard here where it reflects the fourth quarter. Brady Klecker. Legend Landers. Brady will make a move, pull up at the free throw line, shot in and out. Goldade gets a hand on it, and he'll make a move to the hoop. His shot is good. Cade Goldade. Goldade playing his fourth varsity game of the season. Junior forward. And from downtown, Estabrook. He buries the triple to make it 91-24. Legend Landers out of the low post. Tayan Landers. He knocks it down. So what he had going in the JV game, he's carried over to the varsity.
Yeah, he certainly has. A couple of nice shots for him. 5 points in the game.
Cole. Fisher in the high post. Goes down low to Hees. His shot off target. Rebound by Brady Klecker. Bryson Walker, who has insane speed, gets the layup. Bryson Walker, like a greased cheetah strapped to a bullet train.
He has that quickness, that's for sure.
Oh, man. And going the other way, knocking down the three. Loudon Cole. Tan Landers up the window, 4-2.
How do you get a fast break bucket off of a made basket? Just like that.
Move it real fast.
That's right.
Loudon Cole, he'll try the three. This one's short. Goes out of bounds undeterred. Checking in for South Umpqua, Skylar Youngklaus.
.223 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Tayan Landers trying to make a move inside. Was interesting talking with Bryson's dad earlier today. You can tell that definitely kind of getting used to the flow of a basketball game compared to football has been an adjustment for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he played so well for the football team, and he had a few injuries, a few muscle injuries and such coming into basketball, and it's taken him a bit to get, in sort of a basketball shape to go, ready to go.
And as I understand it, he's kind of that traditional point guard of being a pass-first point guard.
Absolutely.
But if you leave him alone, look out. A quick drive to the hoop. And I mean quick. Brady Klecker. His pass broken up by Estabrook. Estabrook surveying the traffic and dragged that pivot foot. It'll be challenger at ball.
1:40 now to go. Clock running here in the fourth quarter, as it does with a 40-point lead.
Tan Landers out to Golday. His shot short. Rebound taken by Earls. Estabrook down for Young Klaus. His shot misses it smart. And he's in there trying to battle for the ball. And we've got an injured man on the floor. That's Young Klaus. Little gimpy getting up. And he'll go to the bench. And returning will be Loudon Cole.
Minute 4 to go here.
Bryson Walker out of backcourt. Cade Golday starting to make a move. And he scores. Does that mean we get free tacos now?
I think so. I just don't know who's paying for them. Somebody should be.
Yeah. Taco Bell's like, what? Bryson Walker, Tan Landers, little Euro step, and he gets it to go. .25 seconds left to go in the ball game. Cole will shoot off the window for 3. Who says the bank isn't open at night?
And that should do it. 10 seconds, clock running. Challengers are going to win this one, 102-30.
Well, Cascade Christian ends up running their league record to 6-0 and 9-5 overall, defeating the South Umpqua Lancers. We will take a final timeout, and then when we return, we'll bring you the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show, and that will follow this 2-minute break here on TableRockSports.net.
After my injury, I couldn't drive anymore. I had never used the bus and had no idea where to start. RVTD's travel trainer showed me the way from setting up my UMO account to understanding the routes and transfers. Now, I'm a pro, and I help others on the bus every day.
Hey, thanks, Mike, for showing me how to ride. RVTD has really opened up a whole new life for me.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Welcome back to the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Coming your way, we've got the Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role postgame show. Visit Travel Medford and Search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. And for the challengers, well, today was another clean sweep for the program from the JV2 level all the way up to the varsity. Girls, JV, and varsity victorious on the day. Challengers jumped out to the early lead. Pretty much the story there. Austin Maurer, 21 points in the first half. So an incredible game for him. That kind of set the tone, and maybe some of those mistakes that they made on Saturday against the Crusaders, well, the coaches worked with them on it, and they cleaned that up. And some of the turnover problems they had and some of the other misses, that not an issue in tonight's game as the Challengers cruise along to victory. Incredible. The Challengers shooting over 70% in the first half, and I don't know that they cooled off any. That we'll have to take a look at the OSAA record books to see what the record is. And I've seen, over the course of Oregon basketball history, there's been some pretty crazy games. For Cascade Christian, the second time on the season that they've gone over the century mark, and that with, by and large, the JV and JV2s getting playing time in the fourth quarter. So it didn't matter who they had. They were knocking it down and scoring points. What we'll do right now is take another quick timeout. When we'll be back, Mark will have the final stats on the evening, which I'm sure for Cascade will be quite impressive. We'll be back after these messages.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Here at the Pavilion, Challenger faithfuls celebrating their victory against the South Umpqua Lancers, and with a look at the stats on the night. And I think the calculator overheated, and the pencil has smoke coming off of it. Here's Mark McLemore.
Yeah, it was just a dominant performance by the Challengers tonight, all the way around. I mean, they just, every aspect of the game. You look at the South Umpqua did not score over 9 points in any quarter. They held South Umpqua to 30 points. 22 turnovers on the night for South Umpqua. South Umpqua shot 11 for 52 from the floor. That's 21%. So just a really good defensive performance by the Challengers. South Umpqua's 0 for 2 from the free throw line, so it was a clean game, too, from the Challengers' standpoint. Played clean defense, forced 22 turnovers, which gave them a ton of fast break points on the other end, and just really did a good job of taking care of the basketball and taking care of business against a team that they should beat, but did it in a real, 33 points in the first quarter. 33-7. I mean,
there are NBA teams that can't do that.
And
they have more time.
And they have a lot more time. 12-minute quarters. But a really good job by the Challengers of making sure South Umpqua didn't think they were going to get in this basketball game from the very beginning, from right out of the bat. And again, the Challengers shoot 43 for 62 for the game, 69% to 21% for South Umpqua. Challengers 8 for 11 from the free throw line. That's 73%. And they end the game with just 10 turnovers. So a nice job by Cascade of taking care of the basketball, making their shots, And of course, when we mentioned it, when you have a lot of layups and dunks, you're going to shoot a high percentage, just the way it kind of works.
Yeah.
Scoring for the Challengers tonight, Callan Klecker off the bench with 17 points. Jaron Van Kowiak, 7 points. Avery Houston with 17 points tonight. Derek Farmer with a bucket for 2. Peyton Maurer had a 3 on 1-for-1 shooting tonight. Dylan Westlake, 5 points off the Challenger bench. Desmond Hockett with 8 points off the Challenger bench. Cade Goldade with 4 points off the Challenger bench. Bryson Walker had a bucket for 2 points off the Challenger bench. And Tayan Landers with 3 or 4 minutes of play, 9 points off the Challenger bench. And, of course, leading the way, as he has very effectively all season long, Austin Maurer had 30 tonight for the Challengers. And they, run that league record to 5-0 on the season. And, it's just unfortunate for Cascade to have, for Cascade and the teams they play a little bit, to be in a league that doesn't really give them, competitive games to play.
Right.
And so tonight was another example of that, as they put 102 points on the board against South Umpqua. And it was just a dominant performance, as you mentioned, all the way around. Scoring for South Umpqua, Wilborn had 11. Loudon Cole with 6. Caden Graff with a bucket for 2. Trace Esterbrook with 8. And Elijah Earls had 3. And that was the scoring for South Umpqua Lancer. So tough night for them, and just a really good night with a great start for the Cascade Christian Challengers.
Well, and with his output tonight, and this is kind of a historical alert, Austin Maurer came into the season with 1,103 points for his career. After tonight, he has 406 on the season. He's at 1,509. Guess who's number 2 all-time on the Challenger basketball scoring list?
Probably his dad.
Yes, at 1,550. So he's only about 40 points away from that.
It's a couple games at the most.
Yep. And then number 1 all-time?
Probably Scott Morse,
Scotty Morse with over 1,600. And so
probably going to catch him
within reach. So making a little bit of history here. And, again, with Austin, you're talking about a kid who missed a third of the season last year after the unfortunate injury. So I think this season, commitment already to Grand Canyon University. And I think it's your senior year. You want to go out and have some fun with it, and he's most certainly doing that.
Yeah, 14 for 16 from the floor tonight.
There would be guys that would be ecstatic to be that from the free throw line.
14 for 16 from the field.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, that'll wrap things up for today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Cascade Christian Athletic Director Nate Maben for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And today's broadcast, special thanks to head coaches for the Challengers, Brian Morris, and for the South Umpqua Lancers, Eric Savage. Our next Table Rock Sports production featuring Challengers basketball will be Friday night against Coquille. Girls tip off at 5:30, the boys at 7. Again, the final score, Cascade Christian 102, South Umpqua 30. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Mark McLemore and Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thanks for watching and good night from Cascade Christian High School in Medford, Oregon.